Hello Aquarius, and welcome to my channel, and thank you for taking the time to watch this video. This is a general work and career reading for Aquarius from the 23rd of July to the 6th of August 2018. I've put the decks I'm using down in the description box, so please don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and please leave me a comment if these messages resonate with you. Okay, I'm going to start off with the Angels of Abundance, and I'm going to just draw two cards. Just to start off and see what our energies are. So for the first card, it's focus on your priorities. Where you put your focus is where you receive your outcome. Your priorities are calling to you, which may produce a feeling of anxiety unless you give them time and attention and you deserve. Even small amounts of time devoted to your priorities will help you feel better and more confident. So you need to prioritize and focus on those priorities. And the second one is face your financial fears. When you are honest with yourself about fears of success or failure, they can no longer control you. Be free of any hidden fears by exposing them to the light of awareness, and you'll realize that you in fact have nothing to fear, and that every successful person has struggled with and released these self-doubts. So no more self-doubts, face your fears and focus on your priorities, and that will allow you to release those fears. Okay, so I'm going to use the Bright Idea deck for the general read. I have shuffled this deck, and I'm just going to cut these cards. Okay, let's see. So the general energies are doing, and you have decided that you're going to be manifesting or putting whatever ideas you have, and you're going to be working with those ideas and probably inventing something. So you are bringing something from your imagination out into the world, and you're allowing it to be produced in such a way that more people can afford to buy it, more people can afford to interact with it. So some idea that you're bringing out, or you're in the process of doing, you're bringing out, you're taking the old out of it, you're putting new ideas into it, and you're bringing it out so that people can now, a lot more people can now enjoy it. And maybe some people are not happy about what you're doing, but definitely you're allowing more people to have access to this idea that you had. So the idea phase is now over, and now you're putting your ideas and you're producing something concrete from it, something that people can touch and feel and see. So something really wonderful is coming out of your hands. Maybe you're producing it for the mass market as opposed to, just one piece at a time. You're producing it so that lots of people can interact with it. And it's it's taken a lot of work. You've had a lot of maybe technical problems with it, or mechanical problems in inventing it or bringing it out into the world. But now you are seeing the fruits of your labor. So things that you've put in, an idea that you took out of nowhere, you've made something out of nothing, something beautiful out of nothing. So the main situation is you have produced whatever it is you have produced, whatever idea you've made concrete, and now you're going to be presenting it to the world, because this is the conclusion, the end of the project. You've got a finished product that you have in your hand, and you are very, very impressed with what the outcome of it was and what you did. Whatever it was that you did, you've got a finished product, and now you want to present this product. You're very, very proud of it. You want to present it to the world, and you want to release it out into the world as well. So whatever you were inventing or doing, whatever idea you brought into manifestation, into reality, it's finished. The project is finished. Whatever you did is completed, and now you're going to release it on faith into the world. And you're doing it. There will be growth, because this is on this card you've got the new moon. So it will be productive. It's going out into the world, and you are going to wait now to see if anything comes back, if there are any returns, and you're doing it on faith. So in the past, you had a really good idea, and it was something that stood out in the crowd. It was, it brought in, for you, it was a aha moment. It was an enlightenment moment. Maybe a lot of people didn't think it would work, and they didn't think anything will come of it. But you stood strong in whatever idea you had, and you said, this is going to change the world. This is something that will change things. So you have stood very strong, and you brought light into the dark. Your light is shining brighter than everybody else's, so whatever idea you have is looking much better than everybody else's idea. So whatever they are, their candles are quite small compared to your flame that you hold in your hand. And you can see this person is quite illuminated. So this idea has brought you a lot of recognition, and you knew it would bring you a lot of recognition. And you were very, very motivated in this past few months to do it. You found your center. You found the thing that is going to make you famous. It's going to bring you a lot of awards, rewards, a lot of money. It's going to bring you emotional stability, and it's a lot of hard work that you've put into it, but you realize you know how to focus on it. And at the moment, you want, on your mind is you're trying to find this balance about having too much or having too little, and you want whatever idea you have to bring you those rewards, because in the normal deck, this is the Nine of Pentacles, so you are waiting for it to bring you financial stability. It must make you financially independent. It must bring you a lot of recognition, and you're trying to find this balance about having too much, having too little, making sure that you're not needing to save and spend. You want to be able to live in abundance, but you don't want to be going overboard. You want to have that balance in your life where you have enough or more than enough to make sure that you can function on a daily basis and do things with your money. So that's what you're hoping for. You're hoping for that financial independence and abundance. And you've gone through the situation very, very carefully. This is the card. Might be a second chance for you, where maybe you've tried it before and it didn't work, and now you're doing it again. The examination card is usually the judgment card. So you have, or you are reviewing all the things that you've done in the past, and you've done it under really a lot of scrutiny. All the things that you've produced, you've used a lot of science within this particular project, and you've consulted experts about it, so you know your particular thing very, very well, and you've reviewed it completely, and you've thrown out the things that didn't work within this project and kept the things that are working, and you are now implementing it within this project. So you yourself are living at the moment, you're being very conservative with your finances. You're making sure that you're not overspending. You are saving, and you're trying to keep everything really close to you. You are making sure that your investments are paying off. So you are being very conservative as far as your money goes. I suppose almost to the extent that you're trying to hoard them, but you're keeping them. You're not going overboard about everything. You've got a lot of money on your mind, and you want that money to go the distance. You want it to do a lot of work for you. And you have been working really, really hard in this job. It's been something that has taken a lot of your time. You've gone above and beyond the 9-to-5 routine. It's been almost a burden, and you've sacrificed a lot for it, and you're carrying a lot of financial burdens as well with it. So maybe whatever this project is, has incurred a lot of expenses for you, but that particular cycle now has come to an end. And I think with the release of whatever this project is into the world, the 10 this is the 10 of Pentacles, shows that that money problems are now over. That cycle is now over, where this hard work and worrying and having to skimp and save is now over, because this 10 of Pentacles acquisition, the 10 comes in and it closes that cycle. And you're very, very worried about financial loss with this 5 of Pentacles. The 5, you can see this person is really, really upset and miserable, and you're trying to find a way out of the situation. You really want money to come in. You want to find the light at the end of the tunnel, and you are concentrating and focusing. Don't let your depression get you down about it. You need to get yourself out of depression because it's not a productive feeling. So the final outcome is you've got capability, perspective, and restriction. So with capability, you can see this person is very, very busy, and you're going to come into a cycle where you're going to be extremely busy. I think once you release this project out into the world, or release this project, you're going to end up being extremely busy. You're going to have to balance and juggle your time, your work, your home, what you've got to say, travel. There will be international travel involved with this particular project. And you are manifesting at this particular moment, so you're well within the center of manifestation at the moment. So you're in the hub of all the activity, a lot of activity happening, and a lot of things coming to pass. A lot of this manifestation is now bringing a lot of opportunity, excitement, travel, and you are on top of it. So just keep going. And if you have any problems, you need to stomp out all these doubts that you have in your mind. Look at it from a different point of view, and you do have the answer. The key, the solution to any kind of problem is going to come in. But you need to stomp out all these doubts and fears that you have. Get yourself into a calm emotional state. So you need some meditation going on over there. And like I said, focus on your priorities. And in the Angels of Abundance cards, you need to let go of any financial fears that you might be having. Take up all those doubts and fears, and you will find the answer, the solution. And if you're feeling very restricted, you need to take off these blindfolds. In other words, look at it from a different perspective. There is always a different way of doing things, and you can ask for help. Ask people to what they think about it, because this sign of Gemini is the sign of communication, and so you need to communicate with other people, and then the solutions will come to you. And look at it from their perspectives. Whatever your perspective is might be old-fashioned, or it might be something that's not working at this particular moment. So look at the problem from a different point of view, and you will find the solution. Take off your blindfold, look at it from a different point of view. So any doubts and fears, you need to get rid of them. And whatever you have, release it out into the world. A cycle of lack is now over for you. So I'm going to do the fairy tarot just to get some cards. Advice. Oh, there's one. Okay, 3 fell. So the first card that fell is the Four of Summer, which says being distracted and failing to see a magical opportunity, taking someone or something for granted, discontentment with life. So there is an opportunity. There's something that's there that you are not seeing, and it's an opportunity. Maybe you think it's too small, but it's something that's going to blossom into something big. So you need to, there's somebody that is bringing this message to you. Somebody has said something to you. So you need to listen to what they had to say and not ignore them. Don't think whatever they're saying is too small or is not going to work, because something that they're saying to you that you're failing to hear is going to bring you a lot of opportunity. It's going to change things for you. So whatever people are saying, people only come and speak to you when they have messages to give you. Somebody's bringing a message to you, and you need to listen to it. And the second one is unity. Do the right thing for the right reason. Compare traditional versus new approaches to see which works for you. A spiritually minded community. So you are bringing in, with this card, your of unity. You are using the traditional versus the new, and you are bringing in something new. So that is what you do need to do. This approach about bringing in the new from the traditional is going to be working for you. And the last card is the Empress. Time to take action, a power of creativity, success that allows for a life of luxury. So whatever you have done now is going to bring a lot of success, and which will lead to luxury, so you don't have to sit over there and worry about money so much. So all that time of very, very hard work where you are slogging so hard is now over. And but don't forget, don't miss an opportunity because you ignored what somebody had to say. So I'm just drawing these two cards from this money deck, and it says, with faith, integrity, and courage, anything and everything is possible. And the second card is, what happens to your money directly affects the quality of your life, not your stockbroker's life or your banker's life, but your life. And it says, when it comes to your money, never talk yourself into trusting anyone. It's better to do nothing with your money than to do something that you do not understand. So make sure you understand about how you're using your money and how it's going to change your mind. And it says you have to have faith, integrity, and courage, and everything is possible. And it says, if you want money in your life, then you must welcome it, be open to it, and treat it with respect. Your beliefs and your attitudes are what make you feel rich and free to trust yourself, knowing that you will always take the right actions with your money. So being more accepting of your money and more respectful, and having a bit more courage with it. And if you have respect for your money, it's going to be having respect for you. So getting in touch with your money side, focusing on your priorities, and knowing that whatever you're going to be putting out into the world is going to make you very, very busy, and it's going to take you into a new cycle of financial abundance, a new cycle of work, something brand new coming in as far as that goes, when you release this thoughts. And don't ignore what people have got to say. An important message is coming your way to get you out of any situation that you are going through at this particular moment. So I hope that this reading has resonated with you. Please don't forget to subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. Goodbye.